temperature there. If you leave me alone, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. I love it, they can't carry me. I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. $1,000 I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you, now you where they got my fancy. Don't they do me, I keep party, oh, no, 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 no. Or should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them make I look pretty. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and kill show.
It's time to meet the starting five for your Pelicans. Starting at shooting guard at 6'6", number 5, at center, 6'11", number 17, Ingram.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, D.A. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Bridges out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for New Orleans, McCollum and Jones are their guards. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And it's the Suns to start out. Paul against McCollum. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
Free throw, good, Booker. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Valanciunas finds Ingram. The 3. Drills it from outside.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
Ball passes to Craig. And here is Ayton. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Booker. The leader. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball against McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. Ingram outside. Shoots over Bridges. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ingram's got 5 points so far. McCollum against Paul. Got loose. Valanciunas. Paul can't get it to go.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
There's Williamson with the 3. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively, that was nice. Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And that one drops for him.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Bridges a screen on McCollum. Paul can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Williamson.
absolute force in the lane. Once Zion sees an opening, he ripped through it.
Booker the pass to Paul. And they're on the break. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Booker, with no one around, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Devin Booker.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Bridges outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bridges has got 5 points so far. New Orleans in the lead. McCollum finds Ingram. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Bridges a screen on Jones. Booker the pass to Bridges. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Shot clock at 2. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 2. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And that one's on target from the wing.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Poked away. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Strong move by Brandon. He's playing with such great confidence these days.
Paul with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Booker with the screen for Paul. Over Jones. That one rolling around and runs out.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And that one's good. Williamson. Suns trail by 5. Paul outside. Now the pass to Craig. Shot to stop the run. And Jones pulls it down.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. 9 points for Zion Williamson.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
check out the stats for Brandon Ingram. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Here's Booker. He's got 8. Will it go? He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Booker's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Bridges inside. Working on Jones. Inside. And McCollum with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Paul, no one around him. Cans the shot with nobody near him. New Orleans leading by 3.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Pass to Bridges. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
Hayes is checked in for Williamson. Cameron Payne's checked in for Phoenix. Off the inbound pass, and it's good on the layup. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different. Oh man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Jones. Booker up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's McCollum. And that one, good. McCollum's got his second basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Ayton a screen on Jones. Booker with it. Jones covering. Booker no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. Here's Valanciunas, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Not a lot of centers can hit a contested jumper like that, but Valanciunas is one of them.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's McCollum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Bridges passes to Payne. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Ingram outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
And the first one drops.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
The Suns making a switch here. Biyombo is checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Torrey Craig. Okogie's checked in for Bridges. And Lee's subbed in for Devin Booker. Both free throws good for Ingram. Creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Payne kicks to Saric. Payne looking around. No block shot. That's tipped.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Nance. And it's a 10-point New Orleans lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Payne. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Saric finds Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Lee outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Pelicans leading by 13. And here's Ingram from the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Pelicans. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And of course the Suns, 2.5 games back.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Lee outside. Saric with the screen for Lee. Back to Saric. They need this one. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murphy dishes to Nance. Here's Alvarado. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Alvarado's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Offensive rebound. Yambo, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's stolen by Sharks. Lee outside. Pass to Payne. Kicks it to Sharks. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Payne can't hit.
But on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pelicans leading by 17. Here's Murphy. Again, the Pelicans score.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Sharge. Count it from 12. 5 points in the game.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Sarge has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
On the court for the Suns, front court spots are filled by Bridges and Saric. Ball out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. Bridges with the steal. Shamet beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
From range, Landry Shamet is just a natural, has total confidence in his own abilities.
And it's Williamson missing. Suns trail by 16. Passes it to Paul. Sharge outside. The ball. Williamson with the block.
The timing and reach on display. Zion is unreal at coming up with rejections.
It's good from long range. Williamson's got 14.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Paul outside. They get a hand on it. And now the Pelicans on the break. The offensive rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here is Paul. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. but he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Suns trail by 19. Paul looking around. From the line, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Shamit. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for McCollum. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
What I love is he heats up quick, because when you're on the second unit, you have no time to mess around. Working in that mid-range area, the analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Graham from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Likes to facilitate the basketball, but Devontae Graham can hit from long range.
Craig with a screen on McCollum. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Craig, good. Craig's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the dunk by Williamson.
They just can't get stopped against this guy. Zion too strong and too athletic.
And Phoenix has possession, trailing by 19. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Paul against McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year, he's been somebody they love having at the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Good on both. New Orleans leading by 17. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the pass to Ingram. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
The Suns have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line for the Suns, Mikal Bridges, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Both free throws good from Bridges. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Booker looking around. Bridges a screen on Graham. From 11 feet away, Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
The putback. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. All against McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Herbert Jones.
To the middle. Booker, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Jones, the pass to Williamson. McCollum against Paul. Pass to Booker. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. There's Williamson with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they double up Paul. He kicks to Booker. Bridges outside. All up top. 8 points for him. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Larry Nance is checked in for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And that one falls for Graham.
And Devontae Graham's skills as a three-point marksman are impressive.
GA, the stat sheet says it all. Multiple seasons he's been in the top 20 for three-point makes, and he loves to find those daggers from 3.
Here's Paul. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the basket by Jones.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 19-point game. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's Graham. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Bridges finds Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
McCollum up top. Here's Nance. Craig pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Now here's Booker, covered by Hayes. Good chance here for Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Daniels, he's checked in for McCullough. And for the Suns, Okogie's checked in for Torrey Craig. Lee comes in for Bridges, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Pelicans leading by 14. The drive by Nance. Biombo with the block. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. On defense, the Suns. Jones kicks to Daniels. There's the three. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a three. That shot off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's off to Utah from after this game as they take on the Jazz. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Suns trail by 16. Booker outside. Here he goes. And he can't jam it through. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Daniels. Good on the baseline jam. Daniels has got 7.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And stolen by Graham. The numbers in their favor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, terrific work inside. Graham showing some fight in the process. Draws the D's attention.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First free throw is good.
The former second-round draft pick, Devontae Graham, now a key contributor who can really fill it up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Payne's shot is good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here's Graham, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. He's got 12.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
For three, Booker hits it from three-point range.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Here's Jones into the lane.
Good ball movement from Devontae Graham, noticing the wide-open teammate and getting it to him.
Payne with it. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. Passes it to Booker. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Graham. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Booker at the elbow. Over Jones. No good from Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pelicans leading by 21. Jones drives in, and Jones slams it in.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Back to Lee. Looking to end the run. Connects from three-point range. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Daniels, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Payne's shot is good.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So for the Pelicans, Murphy's checked in, and it's Ingram in for Jones. Saric has checked in for Phoenix. Andre Shamet comes in for Booker. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. Here's Hayes. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 21. Here's Shamet. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Saric passes to Shamet. To the inside. And there's Saric on the assist from Payne. Payne's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hayes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Payne passes to Okogie. Screen by Saric. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's check out the top performers for each team.
They've each been fantastic tonight, playing with fire, doing just about everything. Lots of pressure on these two in the second half.
I remember being the guy on a given night. Well, for me, it was all nights.
And getting to that first half, C.J. McCollum was just flat out awesome.
I would have loved to play with a guy like him. He's always looking to get teammates involved, dropping down, is non-stop in the first half, and also put it in a bucket. Looks like a fun guy to run with.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. From about 19 feet, another one falls for New Orleans. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. The pass to Ayton. Kicks it to Booker. Ayton a screen on Jones. Booker dishes to Ayton. Over Jones. And it's Ayton missing. The Pelican shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
The first one falls.
And we all know about Zion Williamson's athleticism. Now he must continue adding to his game.
And both free throws good for Williamson. The Suns shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. At the top of the key, Ayton. Down low, 7-foot shot. Chalk up 2 there. Craig's got 5 points so far.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. And it's now 22 points for Zion Williamson. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Valanciunas finds McCollum. Here's Williamson. The shot will not fall, and Phoenix will come the other way.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Ayton against Williamson. Poke loose, and so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Ayton. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. With the step back. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's McCollum at the elbow. Over Paul. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Paul passes to Craig. Back to Paul. The feed to Ayton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And so here's Phoenix, just 4 to shoot. Bridges with it, Jones covering, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Pelicans 4th.
They've just been taking smarter, higher percentage shots, and they are hitting them with regularity right now.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both good from the line that time. New Orleans leading by 23. Here's Williamson. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Paul outside. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Booker.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The grown man play of Zion. Love watching him convert through aggressive defense.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Pass to Craig. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. And here's Booker from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 31 points.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Booker. He has 31. Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6 points.
I do love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Biyombo is checked in for Devin Booker. And here is Paul. He's got 8. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Off target from three-point range. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And finished off by Williamson.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They double him with Williamson. And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 assists in the game. Here's Ingram. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Phoenix, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And the Suns call time here. And the way C.J. McCollum-Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Devontae Graham's checked in for New Orleans.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Mikal Bridges. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And his shooting form at the line has been outstanding. Economical release, fully extends on the follow-through. He can close games for you. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Pass to Craig. It's blocked.
And Graham's teammates love when he hustles on defense, especially when he blocks shots.
Up again. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul outside. Pass to Bridges. Right wing. Suns moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. From the arc. They get it back. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Bridges finds Paul. Lots of room. Good. Paul's got 10 points in the game. And here are the Pelicans now. Here's McCollum. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
C.J. McCollum making the mid-range shot look easy.
Ball against McCollum. It's deflected. Ingram with it. He's got 21 from downtown. And another 3 for New Orleans. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Paul goes back up. That one, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Suns shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Craig passes to Biyombo. Paul outside. Bridges sets the screen for Paul. And there's Bridges on the assist by Paul. He's got 11.
CP3 is a nightmare in pick-and-roll situation.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Okogie comes in for Torrey Craig. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Graham from outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Shamet. The pass to Payne. Back to Shamet. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Shamet's got his second bucket of the night.
The coaching staff encourages Shamet to take these shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Here's Alvarado. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Okogie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's blocked. And they recover it. And that one's good. Shamet.
For 3.
New Orleans has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Graham's got 19 points.
Oh boy, Devontae Graham had them on skates.
Now, here's Shamet. Graham defending, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Phoenix, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First one falls for him.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
Damian Lee is checked in for Phoenix. He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Pelicans shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Hayes trying to break free. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Love that floater from Devontae Graham. Put the right amount of touch on that difficult shot.
Payne passes to Shamet. To the paint. Taken away by Hayes. Pass to Murphy. An easy 2 points on the layup. Murphy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
He gets that one. Shamet's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Well, Phoenix shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Now Payne. He's got 9. Knocked away. .130 left to play in the third. And there it is for him. Alvarado's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. And here is Shamet. 13 points in the game. And it's Payne in the corner. No good with the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Baseline try. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Hayes. Hayes has got 3 assists tonight. On the wing, Lee. 3-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Lee's got 8 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Out to the right wing. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's a Kogi. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
New Orleans has gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And the basket by Alvarado.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Payne passes to Šarić. Here's Shamet. From outside, off the mark. Three-pointer, Graham. Rebound by Okogie. Now, here's Shamet. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Pelicans ahead, opening up a huge gap. New Orleans back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Washington out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Dario Šarić, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Lee in at the 3. Here's Temple, buries it down low. Temple's got his first 2 points of the night. Washington with it. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now, here's Shamet. He's tightly guarded. The shot by Šarić, no good. Pelicans shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Off the inbound, and he drops that one in. Graham's got 9 points here in the second half.
Devontae Graham is playing with a ton of heart and finding openings to shoot it.
Shamet finds Washington. With some arc, and it's good on the way in. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Here's Washington. Lee in the post. He's covered by Daniels. Can't connect from short range. Here's Graham. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Love the take from Graham right there. Not allowing the defense to bother him.
Bounce pass Washington. It's up a 3. And it's Shamet missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Daniels. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Washington passes to Saric, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
And that one falls from Saric.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Now, here's Shamet. Graham defending. Lee gets the bucket.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Shamet. Feeds it to Biombo over Hayes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Phoenix, Bismack Biombo. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And Biombo drops them both. Now Graham. Temple finds Nance. And the layup is good. Nance has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Saric. A 3-ball. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Launches a 3, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Here's Temple. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Nance has got his 4th assist in this one. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Washington inside. Yes, that goes in.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. Steve, it's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Devontae Graham.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench. On defense, New Orleans. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Graham kicks to Temple. Over Lee. Temple can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Drills the three-pointer.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Graham shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
And that one falls for Graham.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And Graham drops them both. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's stolen by Jones. At the elbow, Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 5 here tonight.
So fast in the open court, I say Zion is the ultimate fast break option.
Ayton a screen on Jones. Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
No, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences. Get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
The handles of C.J. McCollum on full display.
McCollum against Paul. Craig up top. Back to Bridges. For 3, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 36.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. And for the Suns, Okogie's checked in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Paul. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
To the inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Booker.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Pelicans score.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Payne. He is guarded by McCollum. Payne passes to Okogie. No good on the triple. The Pelicans shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Here's Williamson. The good-looking shot from the wing. Williamson's got 38 points.
impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Payne passes to Booker. Pulls it from the elbow. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Murphy. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Payne. And McCollum with the block. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Payne gets a wide open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Payne's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And the shot goes down. Williams got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this league, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
There's the pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Back to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Graham. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Payne. Back to Booker. 3-pointer. Good on the triple.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got 39.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Jones against Booker. Pass to Craig for the 3. Ayton, and Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
McCollum, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Damian Lee comes in for Torrey Craig. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker. Williamson from long range. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. And McCollum with the block. The Pelicans shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. And it's Graham missing. Down low. Payne passes to Lee. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're leading by 30. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Williamson. Rebound by Okogie. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Payne passes to Shamet. From outside the arc. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Zion, you never let him back in the game tonight. How did you finish so strongly?
Just being consistent, not letting up after we get a big lead. Coach came and emphasized it at halftime, and then we just came out and stayed consistent.
Yeah, it was a wire-to-wire job tonight, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.